Second, please. Here we are live with Algo. All right. Boom. Cool. There. Let's get this here. Here. And here. All right, cool. Good. Awesome. Good. And all right. Well, I hope everybody had a wonderful and blessed holiday weekend. And what a great 3 days that was. Hope everybody got a lot of rest and good. With friends and family. All right. Well, I hope everybody had a wonderful and blessed holiday weekend. And what a great 3 days that was. Hope everybody got a lot of rest and good. With friends and family. All right. Well, I hope everybody. Hope everybody's doing great and really happy again to have Paul here with us, to have Algo 382 as we are doing our weekly series here on the weekly Elliott Wave analysis, Riding the Waves with John and Paul. Paul joined us from Colorado. I'm here in South Carolina. And what a nice weekend. Got to the beach this weekend and everything. And Paul, how are you doing?
Good, doing good out here in Colorado.
Nice. Good. Hope everybody's doing great out there too. So pretty excited about tonight's show. So tonight we love Zig-Zags and we've talked about them in the past. But tonight we're going to talk a little bit more about Zig-Zags. I think you guys are going to like it. And then we'll go over a couple chart ideas that we're looking at going into this week with some Elliott Wave counts. If you guys recall from last week, we did cover Neo as a potential Wave 5 move to the upside on a potential Wave 4 triangle and ended up just launching last week. So it ended up being a really nice move. So it's worth it to tune into these shows, right? Because you get some good ideas out there. And of course, you guys put out some good chart requests out there too. So we always appreciate that as well. So anyway, guys, before we get started, everything we're going to talk about is for educational purposes only and not investment advice. So please take a moment to review this disclaimer. Awesome. Good. So what we're going to do is we're going to take a look and see where we left off with the market last week, and then we're going to take a look at the futures and see what we're up to down to this evening. And then we're going to jump over to the topic, and Paul's going to talk a little bit about Zig-Zags for us here tonight, and then we'll go through some stuff that's on our radar, and then we'll take questions and chart requests as time allows. So let's get started. All right, guys. So SPX again up 32 points on Friday for a big push right there. Monthly chart, right, still nice and green. Weekly chart, guys. This is important because we had this bearish engulfing week a couple weeks ago. Everything was looking like a little bit sketchy right there, but we never broke down below it, and we ended up breaking up above it, right, and confirming of it 2 weeks ago. And then last week we just finally got some nice follow through on that one. It's been choppy, right? We've had this, we had this move right here, and then we had this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, almost like 7 days in a row of kind of like chop, and then we started to work our way up, and then just a big push at the close on Friday, just kind of flex, right? So what is this, right? So we just started July, right? And so the big kind of part of this, one thing to consider is that, hey, we've got monthly, quarterly flows coming in here from institutions, stuff like that, pension funds, and all that stuff. So it looks like they've been deploying it to the upside. So pretty cool stuff there, and we'll see if this wave continues to work its way up. In terms of our wave count, super bullish here. We had this impulsive channel to the upside that really looked like it was just kind of grinding and finishing up a wave 3, and then we were going to expect a breakdown and then see a wave 4. But this actually broke to the upside, right? So it just shows how strong this has been. Now, does it mean it's going to keep going? Maybe, but I would say it's getting a little bit extended right here for a wave 3, right? It's a really small wave 2 area right here, and this is a pretty big area right here. So I wouldn't be surprised if we got a pullback here this week. We may even see a sharp pullback, to kind of take out a couple of these gaps and some levels below. But then it's very possible after that we continue to grind our way up and finish this possible wave 5 of 3 here to the upside. So cool stuff there. Let's take a look at the futures and see what we're up to or down to here this evening. And let's see. So futures up about 3 points here. So just kind of grinding higher. We had a little bit of an abbreviation yesterday for the 4th of July. And it looks like we got this 43.47 level is kind of like looks like the all-time high basically. And we'll see if we can get and stay above there. Here's a geometric level from earlier. We'll just kind of stretch that out here and see how that holds going into the evening. So let's see how it looks on the smaller term time frame. Yeah, so let's just kind of see how this geometric line holds. And let's stretch this out right here. Let's get a little bit more refined and see how this holds going into the rest of the night and see where we go from there. So good stuff, guys. So once again, really happy to have Paul here this evening, and we're going to be covering more on Zig-Zags today. So Paul, let me turn it over to you, and what do we got? Let's review what these Zig-Zags are.
Okay, yeah. I like Zig-Zags. They're a pretty popular formation. I see them all the time once you get tuned into them. Basically, a zigzag is an ABC. The first wave down is 5 waves. It's an impulse down. then ABC up for B, and then another 5-wave move down for C. There's all kinds of ratios about how high wave B can go, and I think the top is 88.7. So wave B can go as high as 88% of wave A, if you're curious about that. But I like zigzags just because they're real common, and when you see them and when they finish, you get a clear 5 waves to finish C, and then we're usually going up in wave 1. Let me see if I got some charts here. Here is Disney.
Oh, nice.
And we have an ABC, and usually in zigzags, wave C will equal wave A. So I was looking at this a couple days ago, and I'm thinking, okay, we're going to probably pull down, and wave C actually was exactly at the 618. So I'm thinking we're probably going to bounce right out to 618 in this zigzag, and we actually overshot it quite a bit. We came down really fast in this. You can see this wick. We came down boom. As soon as we hit there, we bounced right back up. So it wasn't an exact A equals C, but it was still a nice example of a zigzag.
Nice.
So I got long here. I think some other people got long here also. So that's DIS. Let's see. Space. This was an interesting one. I was looking at this at night, and there was some news about space, and it shot up, and I wasn't sure if that was going to wreck my count or not, because this is a wave 2, and usually for wave.
Oh, you there, Paul? Lost sound there. 1 second, guys. I lost sound on Paul. Hold on 1 sec. Let's see if I can message him here. Let's see. So it just kind of fizzled out there. 1 second, guys. Paul will finish talking about this here in just a second. Let's see. Let's see if I can chat with him here in Zoom. Oh, lost you for a second. All right, guys. 1 second here, guys. Let me get this pulled up right here. Let me pull up my chart on this. Cool. Give me 1 second here. Lost Paul for a second there. Yeah, let me see if I can get him back on here. 1 second. A little technical difficulties, but we're good. Let's see. Paul, where are you? Let's see. Here. We got fizzled out there. We got fizzled out there in Colorado. So 1 second. Let's try that one. See if that works. Guys, I'm gonna have to re-pipe in the Zoom here if this link doesn't work. 1 second. Might not be working there. Hold on. Let me try a new link. 1 second here, guys. Alright, I'll try a new one. Sec. Okay. Let's get this link here. Let's see, try this one. Anyway, what's it, guys? Get Paul coming in here. He's got great charts here that we're looking at, so I definitely want to get him back on. See if we can get him back in through here. Other than that, I hope everybody's doing good out there and had a good weekend. So give us 1 second here as we try to get this connected here. If I can't get Paul patched through again, we'll go ahead and run through these and your requests and everything, and just kind of talk about what we're looking at here. Let's see if it's working here or not. Same valid meeting. All right, we'll try a new one. There, there. You might have to. You might have to close and restart. Boom. Give us a couple more minutes, guys. If we can't get Paul back through here, we'll run through these chart requests, and I'll show you a couple Elliott Wave counts that are on the radar here too. We'll make it an early night, but let's see if Paul can get jumped on here and see if we can finish up the show. Looks like he's getting on right now. So 1 second, let's see. There. All right, he's here. All right, so good stuff. So Paul is back, I think. Paul, can you hear me?
Hey, I made it. Sorry about that,
Oh,
guys.
it's all good. Here, let me make sure that you can share your screen again.
Okay.
Okay, you should be able to share now.
Okay, let's see here.
There we go. Back to space. Yeah, we were talking about space. So
Great.
let's see. Let me get that pulled up right here. Make sure it's coming through.
I think I got disconnected temporarily and that kicked me off of Zoom.
Oh, it's all good. Okay, cool. So good. All right, guys. Thanks for your patience on that one. So Paul is back, and we've got SPCE coming up on the radar right here. So good. So what happened with space? So we got that crazy bounce the other day, that crazy spike the other day on the FAA news that they could take customers into space, and then what happened? What were we looking at? Zigzag?
Yeah, here's the big pump for the news, and I'm still thinking ABC zigzag, and we got the push down. We started the C wave. I'm thinking we're going to go all the way down in this wave C, but we'll just have to find out. Here's a closer look on the 30-minute. You can see wave A is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then we have an ABC for wave B. This right here looks kind of like a wave 1, so I'm not sure if we're going to go all the way down tomorrow. We'll just have to wait and see what happens.
Yeah, that was quite a pullback on it, right? Kind of a sharp pullback on that one after after the good news and all that. But not surprising. Not surprised to see it pull back a little bit. So let's see. Yeah, let's see if it goes into the box there for a wave 2 and then gives us a bounce. Nice.
Yep. And then I got a chart of Bitcoin up here. This is my zigzag count for Bitcoin.
Bitcoin.
Yep. We have a 5-wave move down. And there's all kinds of different ways to count this, but this is the zigzag count. You can see this is the 887 I was talking about. As long as we're under the 887, we can always do a zigzag. So the bulls need to get above 887. But
bulls got to get above 887. Yeah, I think the ultimate rule on that one is as long as it doesn't take out the start of the first wave for it to totally be invalidated. But yeah, 887 I say would be a fib line in the sand.
Yeah, exactly. So there's Bitcoin.
Nice.
And here is LAC. I brought this up just because it was a nice zigzag. We have the 5 waves for A and then ABC for B and then 5 waves down for C. And then we got a 1, 2, and this is probably another 1, 2.
Cool.
So if you can recognize a zigzag, then you could see when the impulse is going to start. Here we got NVAX, and this is kind of cool because very recognizable kind of lightning bolt zigzag shape that you can see. We got the A wave down, and here we actually have a zigzag within a zigzag where this is a 5, 3, 5. You can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 waves for wave C of B, and then we get our wave C down to complete 2. Wave 1 up, and we're in a 1, 2, 1, 2. So I'll be watching this one next week also.
Nice. Keep an eye on this one too.
Yeah, let's see. Here's something from last week. We got out of the bubble report. I think this was Friday. We were thinking Amazon might have
Amazon. Yeah, this is a real quick, just to touch base with everybody too. If you guys are not in our group, where Paul is in the Discord and manages the Elliott Wave channel, we also do the bubble report every market morning for our subscribers, and we put 2 fresh wave counts on there every morning. Paul, straight from Paul's watch list in the Discord, and Amazon is just one that he put on this week that was really incredible. So what happened with Amazon here?
It was a
I
nice
almost didn't believe it, right? We were kind of looking at us, it's still a bearish wave count. I was a little bit careful on this one, and then amazing.
Absolutely. And this was, I think, 3 hours before the close, so it went up even higher. And I think we're just starting wave 3 here, so we still got some upside left.
Yeah.
That's about it from my corner.
Just a huge move on Amazon. That was a great call on that one, guys. So, again, if you guys are interested in joining Paul and like bouncing wave count ideas off of him, right, definitely check out our group. The links are in the description, the Bubble Report, and the tradewithpaul.com. So definitely be sure to check those out too if you want to bounce ideas off of Paul intraday. Really, really good stuff there, guys. Great stuff, Paul. The zigzag is really cool. Like I said, it's a corrective pattern and appears after after some sort of impulsive wave, right? So pretty cool stuff there. The other corrective patterns, because we got flats, triangles, right? Maybe complex stuff like that. So, all right, well, let's take a look. Speaking of zigzags, let's take a look at a couple wave counts that are on my radar here going into this week. I don't know if I can dish out another Neo, but we'll take a look and see what's kind of looking interesting here. In fact, Paul, actually, one of them is pretty interesting. But what I like about Tesla is that, just to re-emphasize that it was a zigzag. Right, and so what's kind of one of the things that makes a zigzag stand out? They're my favorite corrective pattern is because they're so obvious, right? An ABC is a little bit tougher because it's like, is it just pulling back? Is it a subwave too? That type of thing. A zigzag is just like you get that flush, and that really kind of tells you things are going right, especially after a nice impulsive wave up, and you just kind of get this flush, and then you get this, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So a really nice down move here. A lot of times zigzags are symmetrical, and we've talked about that in the past. And I was kind of thinking that that Tesla here would give a symmetrical move down here to this open gap in the triangle, and it just didn't want to do that, right? Because here's your ABC up, and then we had this 1, 2, 3, 4, and I thought we were going to get a bigger wave 5, and honestly, I thought this was wave 4 here, and then we get a wave 5 down. But once this wave took out the start of wave 1, right, it's no longer an impulsive wave, right, because that's a rule breaker, right? So once that happened, I kind of switched gears to a little bit bullish on Tesla because we started to push out of the corrective channel, and we got a pretty decent bullish wave count on it, right? So we got this 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4 triangle potential in wave 5. Now, Friday was looking interesting, right? Friday was looking really interesting because we started to break out of this triangle with some strength, and then it pulled all the way back in, which makes it look, I guess, still kind of interesting. We're still holding the lows, but it's news-based, right? So I guess the Tesla plaid just kind of spontaneously combusted, and fortunately nobody got hurt on it, but they got some splaining to do coming up this week. So I haven't really seen a statement from them or heard about a statement from Tesla yet about the spontaneous meltdown of their plaid vehicle. But depending on how they handle it this week could make Tesla very, very interesting, right? So if it ends up being bullish and they come out and they say like, no, this guy was like smoking in the car or something like that, and dropped his cigarette, that's why it blew up or whatever, right? This thing could really launch out of this wave 4 triangle, right? We could start to see this thing go. Otherwise, right, we got to be careful, right? It might undershoot, and this may be kind of a bigger corrective pattern, right? I mean, it is possible this is like wave 1 down, and this is wave 2 up, and then we might see a larger, corrective pattern to the downside. So we just need to be careful with this going into this week. If we closed above this little mini triangle right here with increasing volume, I would have been very motivated. But the news is kind of blah. There's been no statement yet that I could tell, and we just need to be careful with Tesla going into this week. But keep an eye on it, right, and see if they can recover, and if we get some strong candles, and this thing wants to finish this little wave 5 up. So cool stuff there on Tesla, and I actually had the same chart that Paul did. Disney is on the radar too, so pretty cool stuff there. It kind of looks to me here like this is a wave 1 up, ABC wave 2, and a 1, 2, and we might be working on a larger wave 3 up. So very, very, very similar account to Paul's on this one. I like how we bounced off of the channel, this corrective channel right here. We held the lows from Thursday on Friday. So let's see if Disney is ready to get going and ready to break out of these levels. So again, I like that when we both had the same ideas on that. Pretty cool stuff. So good stuff there. At this point now, if anybody's got any questions or chart requests, please feel free to plug those in the chat window, and we'll get through as many as we can. Try to wrap as early as possible so we can all get a good sleep and have another awesome trading day tomorrow. So good stuff there. So Shirley's got a few in, sending a few in via email here, Paul. If you don't mind taking a look, you got Mr. Softy
Okay.
Microsoft on the radar. Woo, what a push on that name last week.
Let's see. Oh yeah, this Microsoft. I have Microsoft doing a wave 3, and you'll notice my target is the 2.618. This has been a long wave 3, but we still have room to go up to the 2.618. And if it's really bullish, it might even go through the 2.618. But bullish on Microsoft. Good pick.
Great stuff there. Awesome. And Amazon, it looks like we already looked at. So let's take a look at Alphabet sending one via Twitter. He's got GDX on the radar.
GDX. I got a nice chart for
Whew, this
GDX.
has been a tough one.
Yeah, GDX has been, it's been going down for a while, but you can see this big gap here for this impulsive wave 5. We got an
Yeah, good
ABC
point.
down. And it looks to me like we came down in the golden zone between the 618 and the 786. And I think this could be the start of an impulse up for GDX.
Maybe gold ready to get going. Nice. I like it. So good stuff there. The next, what's going on? I'm going to see bullish bearish trades. Got a few on the radar right here. So we got Roblox.
Roblox, let's see here. Yeah, I'm bullish on Roblox. Let me get this in view here. We had a 1-2, and then it looks like I had this as a 1-2, but I changed it to a 3-4 because this 3 was exactly 2.618. So we have
nice.
a 3-4, and I think we're starting an impulsive move up in Roblox.
Ready to go on Roblox. Nice. And then take your pick on these two, Paul. Netflix or CRM?
Let me see what CRM looks like. I know I have bullish counts on both, I believe.
Yeah, Netflix is getting close to that gap fill, but it's Netflix, so you just never know.
Yeah, I have CRM still going up, finishing a wave 3. So 1,
Okay.
2, 3. So yeah, so bullish on CRM.
Cool. Good stuff. Thanks, Bullish Bearish Trades. Javier, what's going on? Let's get it, Paul. I love it. Awesome stuff there. GG, what's going on? So Tesla looks to have broken above the downtrend. This is true, and kept it. However, you've seen some walls kind of been pulling back now. Yeah, it's possible on Tesla, that it could be working on a much bigger bearish wave. Like we just said, we just kind of profiled it just now. It is possible that it is going to work on that bigger wave, but it could be working on breaking out to the upside. I just wish it closed strong on Friday.
Yeah, I have Tesla. We had this, you could count this as a triangle also. And we had this push up, and it's higher than wave 3. So this wave could be done. This is a wave 3, so we could get a wave 4 pullback and then go up.
Then go. Okay, well, that would explain the undershoot potential of that triangle I had. So good stuff there. Yeah, so let's keep an eye on it, guys. Let's see if they buy the dip on it. Again, it's all about Tesla, I don't know, making a statement, saving some face on that spontaneous meltdown. So good stuff. Those new cars are hot. So anyway, so Samar, what you got? You got Facebook on the radar. Okay, let's take a look.
Let's see, Facebook. Gosh, a lot of bullish counts here. 1, 2, 4.
It's hard to find a bearish count out there, honestly.
Yeah, even for limit. But anyways, so I have this in a 1-2 going up in an impulsive wave 3 right now. So bullish count for Facebook.
Nice, Facebook's still going. Amazing, guys. All-time highs, and it still looks bullish. Really cool stuff. So Dan, smash the like button. We appreciate it. Krishna, what's going on? Good to see you. Got Ford on the radar. Let's take a look at Ford.
I've been watching this one. We had a 3-4. We had this impulsive wave 1 up, and we came down right into the golden zone. This is probably a wave 1. So I'm thinking we're going to get a wave 3 impulse up this week.
Let's see if we can do it. Maybe they can make some faster cars or something like the faster electric cars one of these days. Let's see how that goes there for Facebook. So good. So the Nest has got okay, this is an interesting one. Hotel Zulu November Papa.
Okay, let's see.
That sounds like a wave basis one.
Yeah, I'm like, okay, look at wave basis. Let's see. All right, let me go to a daily and see what it looks like on the daily. Yeah, this is looking like we got
it's getting tight.
Yeah, like kind of like we're grinding up kind of slow. This could be a 3-4 or a 1-2 here. Let me see. We could have like a 1-2, and this could be another 1-2. Right?
Oh, with a leading diagonal. Yeah.
Yep. Let's see. So yeah, you can see this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 leading diagonal, like John said, for wave 1. Then we should get a wave 2 pullback. So we might get a buying opportunity at around the 618, which is around, $85, $86, I guess.
Cool.
So I'd say, yeah, maybe wave 2 pulls back into this square right there.
So they did buy the dip on that one. Good stuff there. Javier, what's going on? So Bitcoin forming some nested 1-2s on the 2-hour. Very, very possible. So good stuff there. I know Paul took a look at that a little bit ago. So JR, what's going on? Good to see you. Always find value on the YouTube rundown and Paul's callouts. I love it. Good stuff there. Whoa, okay, so you got WBA on the radar. Yeah, that got crushed last week.
Let's see, WBA. Yeah, I think I was looking at some charts on this, and it did get crushed. Let's see here.
We got a
Don't
zigzag potential, or
let me remove all drawings. Um, I have to look at this one. Looks like we finished an impulsive move up, and this is probably a wave 2 or wave 4 pullback. Let's see if I pulled my fibs on it. It looks like we're hitting
or 302? That's pretty close right there.
382 to the tick almost. So I would say, real quick, this is probably a 1, 2, 3, 4, and good chance we could start a little up move in wave 5.
Good. Yeah, let's see if they could pull. Let's see if they could buy the dip on that one. I think the
Yeah.
earnings were actually like good. I'm not sure what they said on the earnings report to make it flush so much, but nice sell off on that one. So let's see if they buy the dip on that. Good stuff there. So Otas, what's going on? Thanks for tuning in. So we looked at CRM, but you got nice. You got two people looking at PG.
PG. Let's see if I got anything. PG. Let's see. PG. I think I had this as a 1, 2, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This looks like a completed 5 waves up. So this looks like a completed wave 3, 1, 2, 3. I would say we're probably going to get a wave 4 down.
Maybe a little pullback in PG.
To the 382, which would be about right there. So it's a little bit more down. Then we should be going up in a wave 5 for PG.
Cool, good stuff. And Yaz, you also got Frog on the radar. Let's see if how's Frog looking?
Let's see.
Ribbit.
Frog. Okay, what do we got for Frog?
Rip it.
Looks like kind of we're grinding down here. I don't really see an impulsive move up yet. I'm getting a pretty bearish count here also, where this is a wave 1, this is a wave 2. So I would be bearish on this guy unless I see some bullish price action.
Okay. Sounds good. Oh, and Mookie, you got Johnson & Johnson on the radar. That had a huge day on Friday. What'd you think, Paul?
Yeah, actually, I think I had that on. Let's see here, J&J.
What a candle on Friday.
Wow, look at that! What a push for J&J. Go to the day. Wow, that's incredible.
It was a really amazing day. Yeah, you don't see too many of those for Johnson & Johnson.
Yeah, so we had a 1, 2, 3, 4. We're going up in wave 5, and if I was going to say how high would wave 5 go, I'd grab my fib extension tool.
Is this an ending diagonal type style? Because you got the overlapping wave 4.
Exactly, it's a wave 5 ending diagonal, and it looks like the 618 would put us about 175, about right in here. So we still got some upside left on J&J.
Okay. Let's see if they continue to buy the dip on those too. So good stuff. All right, Mookie, really appreciate it. JR, thank you. Really appreciate you. Messi. You got JD on the radar.
JD, that sounds familiar. Let's see, JD. Okay, what I got for JD is I have us going up in a wave 3. It looks like we're in wave 4, so wave 4s can be a flat or a triangle. Zigzags are usually for wave 2, but technically we could still get that. But we could be doing a triangle here or an ABC for wave 4, and then up in 5, and then we'll continue this wave 3 up.
Cool, awesome. And you got Messi. You got some really good ones on there. We got to take a look at Apple. That's had such a strong move. Is this thing ready? Is it going to go to all-time highs, or does it need a little pullback first?
Amazing. I have Apple coming out of a triangle here. ABCDE for wave 4, and then I have us doing a 1, 2, and it looks like wave 5 went just past its 618 extension. It's hard to say we're going to get a pullback because it just keeps going up, but for the wave count, I would say, we should get a wave 4 pullback, and then wave 5 should keep going up.
Nice. And I got to look at AMD too. There's some good ones, Messi. Let's look at AMD real quick.
AMD. Well, I have
It's had a wild. I've got a count on this. Our count's about the same right here, but it's such a big push. So it seems like that wave 4 you got right there. It's like, come on, can you give us like at least 2 days of a wave 4? Goodness gracious.
Yeah, we had this wave 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then just a really quick wave 4.
Yeah.
I have wave 5's extension going up to 101.13. So bullish on AMD still.
Wow. See if it keeps going. Good stuff, guys. Great charts. Samir's got PLTR on the radar.
I'm bearish on PLTR. Let's see.
Yeah, it's been struggling.
Let's see. Okay, I was playing around with this one earlier today, and since we're talking about zigzags, you can see if I go to the 1 hour here, you can count 5 waves here. So you can go 1. Get that No.
Yeah, I see it. Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So that would be 5 down in your A wave of a zigzag.
So we could
So
be in
we,
a zigzag. Perfect. Nice one, Samir. Right for the topic tonight.
yep. And then the ABC, so we have an a B wave up that would trick people, and then we're going to have a C wave down.
There we go. There you go. Nice.
So yeah, PLTR, we're still in the corrected pattern. I think we're going to do an ABC zigzag. So caution on this one.
Caution on PLTR. Yeah, tough price action recently. So good stuff there. And Javier, let's take a look at Baba.
Baba, let's see. See Baba.
It's a tough one, guys. That last pullback right here, Paul, is a 618, but I'm not trusting it quite yet.
Oh, that is a big pullback. Let's see. Huh. So I had this going up in an impulse, and let's see, we had this pullback, and you're thinking 618. So this is probably
The little pullback to the bottom of the cloud there is like a perfect 618 right there.
yeah. So a 618 usually makes me think it's going to be a wave 2 instead of wave 4.
Look at that. Look at that. Right lower shadow off of that. Isn't that interesting?
Yeah. So this is probably 1, 2, 3, 4. So this is probably another 1, 2, 1, 2. So this is probably the end of wave 2, and this is probably a zigzag, and then we're going up into wave 3. So this would be a good one to keep an eye on for sure.
Yeah. What to keep an eye on? The only thing, my big number on this one is getting over 240. If we can clear that recent pivot on that one, I think I'll get a little more confident on it. Otherwise, I just think it keeps on giving us fake outs on this one. So I'd be a little bit careful with Baba, but I do like the 618 as well. So just let's keep it on the price action next week, so how it handles those levels. So good stuff there. And Doug, you got two like super bullish names on the radar gurus. How about let's take a look at Nvidia? Paul, is this thing ever going to get done, or is it just going to go to 1,000 and then pull back?
Yeah, it's never slowing down. Let's see NVIDIA.
It's all about the stock split this month, so they just keep on buying this thing up. So
yeah, so I have wave 3 finishing at 1023. So we still have plenty of upside in this monster wave 3. And then here I got the smaller subdivisions, kind of messy here, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we could keep going up. Yeah.
They're not making it easy. We did look at a debit spread that closes in 2 weeks. I believe it was like the 960, 970s that were like $1, right? So literally $1 with the chance to make $999 off of it. So it's kind of a lotto idea, but literally a lottery ticket for $1. In fact, a lot of lottery tickets usually cost $2. But anyway, kind of interesting there. I mean, just to see if they could push this thing to 1,000 before their stock split. So something to keep an eye on right there. So Anthony's got Crispy on the radar. So you got CRSP.
CRSP. Let's see. CRSP.
Reed, please.
I'm looking at this. It does look pretty bullish here. Looks like we're in a 1, 2, 3, 4. Probably another 1, 2. Yeah. So we have this big 1, 2 here, and then we have an impulsive 1, 2, 3, 4 starting. So if I projected these 3, 4, definitely bullish on CRSP.
Cool.
I have us going up in an impulse. So yeah, bullish.
Good find, Anthony. Nice stuff. And let's see, Reed, HSNP is no, exactly. All right, guys. So we got time for just a couple more right here. So Bill Wren, so you got SPRT, Sierra Papa Romeo Tango.
SPRT.
And Sasha, we already looked at Nvidia, so we'll probably look at CVX and Wish to finish off the day after this one.
So this is Spirit Airlines, right? I believe.
I don't think so. I think what is this one? Spirit Airlines is like SPRT. This is support.com.
Support.com.
Spirit Air is like, I think it's like
Save.
Well, Save. SAVE is Save.
Well, I like it. The count is bullish. Look at that. We have a wave 2 right to the 618. And this looks like a really good count. I can see another wave 1, wave 2, just starting a wave 3 like that. So we have a wave inside of a wave here. I like this count. Wow. I'm going to have to put this on my radar tomorrow. You have a 1, 2, and then this would be a nested 1, 2 because it's a wave 3 inside of a wave 3. Wow, this looks fantastic. This is the best chart I've seen in a while.
Nice. Good find on that one. I like it. So good stuff, guys. All right, let's take a look here. So we already looked at NVIDIA. How about CVX for the oil sector?
CVX.
Charlie Victor X-ray.
Yep, CVX. Let's see.
Getting
So this
tight.
is the,
That looks like a
this
triangle,
is the
doesn't it?
oil stuff. This is looking like a triangle to me. Let's see here. This is probably a B, C, D, E. So I would say we're in a triangle, kind of some sideways consolidation here, but it looks like a pretty countable triangle. We got our A, B, C, D, E. Probably just starting wave 5 up right here out of a triangle.
Nice on CVX. Let's keep an eye on that one, see how it goes there. And Javier's got Wish on the radar. It's all over the Twitter feed right now. So Wish has been getting a lot of volume. So we just need to see if it's ready to go.
Yeah, I keep thinking it's going to be going up. We're in the golden zone. We had this 5 wave move up, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for wave 1. And then we had this ABC down for 2, and we were right in the golden zone, and we did this little mini pullback to the 786. So I think we could get a bullish move out of this. We just
Okay.
have to wait and see.
So Wish it could launch, but we got to keep our fingers crossed on that one. I wish it does. So good stuff, guys. Awesome. Brandon, a little. Let's go. Let's look at Airbnb. I think it's definitely worth taking a look at.
Oh yeah,
Even if the
Airbnb.
the chart isn't super bullish, guys, I think it's definitely want to keep an eye on the radar for earnings. We were looking at Airbnb stuff for the weekend, and it was everything was booked up. So you got to imagine they have something of a bullish earnings report. But we'll see what their guidance looks like. So you never know.
Yeah, Airbnb. I'm pretty bullish on this. We had a wave going up in the shallow wave 2. It looks like we had another 1, 2 right to the 618. So I think there's a good chance Airbnb could make a move next week.
Nice.
Yeah,
And
wave 3 up.
good. And Javier, you want me to check out Baba here on the weekly chart? Let's take a look here. Yeah, if it's testing back a triangle, right, it is possible right there. Yeah, the problem with Baba, right? So the big issue that I have with Baba right here is the larger picture, right? So the one thing is that if you kind of scroll out like this, like things are really minor right now, right? So in terms of their movement, right? So one of the big things I want to see here is this last pullback. I really want to see it get above these levels right here, and I want it to really get above this 240 level. Even this is the 240 level right here. I really want to see it do that. If you go to the weekly chart, like you said, it is getting tight. It's coming back and retesting, some areas, of course. Let's see, you got like this old triangle pullback, right? So it's in an area of potential support here on the weekly chart as well. It's just a little bit sketchy. This last pullback has got me a little bit concerned, right? So we dropped into the 80 under the 50-day moving average. I just, unless they rally it up really, really quickly, I think it's going to chop for a little bit, maybe test a little bit lower, and then maybe down the line we'll get out of this geometric line and go up. But anything, we'll see. Well, price is going to tell us what it's going to do. So good stuff there. Reed, thanks so much for tuning in. Really appreciate it. And John's got Oracle on the radar. So real quick, let me just pull up Oracle here. Oracle, guys, is just one that we put out on the radar the other day. Paul, if you've got a count on it too.
Yeah.
We talked about it the other night here, guys, on Thursday. I think Shirley mentioned it, and we got a bullish candle right here with increasing volume and right through this range and into the gap. Right, this is just, and then the next day we put it on the bullish radar. It was in the bubble report. We talked about it, and beautiful move here to fill this gap. Paul, you got a count on that one?
Yeah, I have us going up in an impulsive wave 3, and like you said, here's that gap. We filled the gap, and I have us going up in wave 5 of 3, targeting 94.15.
Still more potential on that one. And oh my goodness, still a good chart request. AV8, we're kind of wrapping up right here, but goodness, coin, we got to take a look at that one and see how that's going.
Coin. All right, let's see here.
See if Shirley's got a winner yet. I'm sorry, Kathy.
Oh yeah, that's right. She bought this guy.
She bought it all the whole way down. She needs this thing to go up.
So I have us coming down here in a wave 4. We're getting close to the 618. So technically, I do have us going up in an impulse right now. We're just right now bouncing out to 618.
Okay, cool. Well, good stuff. Anthony, thanks so much for tuning in. Reed, thanks for tuning in. Everybody, thanks for tuning in tonight. It's been a fun show on more on Zig-Zags. And Paul gave us some great charts here tonight. You guys had some great chart requests here tonight, so really appreciate that. Again, thanks, guys, for tuning in. I hope everybody has a wonderful evening. We'll see all our Bubble Report subscribers and Elite Access members bright and early tomorrow morning. But you can also join us here on YouTube free for the Good Morning Market Prep video before the market opens. So hope everybody has a good one. Thanks again for tuning in. Have a great night tonight, and stay healthy out there. And remember your risk first and stay safe so you can stay in the game. And we'll talk to you guys soon.